Welcome to another episode of Let's Drive. I'm James, a driving instructor at Lighthouse Driving School, and we're on the road. As you can probably tell, I want to talk to you about goal setting. Do you have goals in life? What goals are they? Are they big? Are they small? What is it that drives you? Intended. Well, goal setting is an important part of driving. Goals are important to reach certain stages of driving. It might be the very beginning where you've got the goal of just moving the car. It might be that you've got a goal to get that parallel park nailed. It might be that you've got the goal to nail the big roundabout that I've just done. It might be that you've got a goal to just nail the test. I need to smash that test because I need to get on the road. Whatever that goal might be, it's important to have them because actually it helps you to really push to get that goal achieved. So these videos, they are for you. They are to help you reach that goal. They're for you to watch over and over again to help you familiarise yourself with the roads. Not particularly for test routes, but they might help you with the test routes. They're to help you reach the goal of being on the road, being independent, being safe. That's what they're for. So, let's get out there, let's drive. We set off our journey on a busy road already. Turning left at the end, mirrors the signal as normal. And on this journey today we're going to head through BlackbullRd and then through Cheriton. Commentary driving is a normal practice that we do get a lot of learners to do. It's an important part of learning to drive, and I'll explain that later on another time. Keeping a safe distance from this van because you never quite know what the car in front is going to do, or vehicle in front on this occasion. Brake lights, indicator, there we go, case in point. Mirrors and signal as we approach the roundabout. Turning left, first exit, keeping an eye on that traffic. And noticing the one way as we turn. Nice quiet road down the one way. Another roundabout coming up. Notice the bus on our right and the car in front. Mirrors again, making sure we're always checking those mirrors every junction, every few seconds really we should be checking our mirrors. On this occasion we are going straight over on this roundabout. Taking note of the zebra crossing ahead, people on our left. You never quite know what's going to happen, so it's just keeping our eyes peeled. The bus as well, buses, there we go, one in front that we didn't quite see straight away, and this one trying to pull out in front of us. And we were already committed there, so it's important that we stay committed. We were already to the side. Lots of roadworks going on. Again, keeping eyes peeled. Now, it's really important that we stay alert and vigilant around roadworks. We already had a busy moment with the buses there. You know, in times like this, it's important that we just stay alert, stay vigilant. Lots of observations and mirrors. And again, round places like this, park to our left, people by their cars, bus stops, zebra crossing up ahead, people crossing on it. Mirrors again, always mirrors. Times like this, you're slowing the vehicle down. Who's behind me, as well as what's going on in front of me. So we've got signs up ahead, road closed because there's roadworks. Thankfully, we're not going that way. Sign for school there. Nice gentle stop out of the red light. Keep an eye on the repeater light up ahead. The repeater lights often confuse people. That repeater light opposite by the block of flats, that is our light. Sometimes people get confused and end up stopping at the second repeater light, but that is our light. Because we're at the front of the queue, sometimes it's hard to see the light that's right in front of us, so they put repeater lights. Hazard ahead, bloke on a scooter. Just have to make sure that they are on the path safely, which they are. You just never quite know what people are going to do. Was he going to get on the path, or was he going to stay on the road? One way again. Quick mirror signal into the lane. Don't need to keep the signal on, but a signal to say you're going to get in the lane is always handy for vehicles behind you. Dog walker stepping out into the road, not very sensible with oncoming traffic. Hazard for you, what if the dog escapes the lead? Nice big bus coming, plenty of room for both of you, just take it steady. And believe it or not, BlackbullRd is wide enough for all of this traffic, but it's taking it slowly. And if you feel unsafe, don't chance it. Just pull in behind the parked cars, mirror checks. You do have moments like that where people park funny. Don't ever chance it. It's better to stay safe. I'll often say to learners, it might be better to get a driving fault for hesitation than it would a serious fault for unsafely getting too close to parked vehicles. It'd be better to get no faults at all, obviously, but it's making a decision in the moment, and driving is so unpredictable. Another roundabout coming up. Nice drive up Canterbury Road now. Now a lot of people still call this BlackbullRd, but it actually swapped at the church back there. Fellow learner on the roundabout. It'll start here. Those doing the manual, those in the auto. Amazing, nice and easy. As you exit, take note of the speed sign. What have we got? National speed. Now along here, a lot of learners do struggle. It is a 60 mile an hour road, being a single carriageway. However, it's doing the speed that's appropriate at the time. I'd recommend on a clear sunny day and it's open and you've got no traffic, try and get up there, 45, 50 mile an hour. It's easily done and it is safe to do it. When you're following traffic like this, follow the flow of traffic, keeping a safe distance like we are today. Rainy days, keep that speed down in a safe environment. Now this roundabout, like all, people get confused. Look at the signs, 2 exits. Look at the next sign, what lane do I need to be in? look at the road markings, look at the arrows. It's a rare case of being in the right hand lane to go straight over, because there are only 2 exits. It's another example of observing well, taking note of your surroundings, and then executing well. Really, really important that you take note. Again, looking at the signs of a roundabout, 2-way traffic. Notice the double solid white line as well. No overtaking on this stretch of road. It'd be dangerous to do that anyway. This confuses a lot of people as well. This change to 2 lanes. Notice how the car in front is hogging over to the right. I'd highly recommend you just stay in the middle of your lane. It is 2 lanes. You don't need to push one way or the other. It's 2 lanes. Stay in the middle of this lane to go left or straight over. Notice the new speed. And into some traffic lights. Keeping a nice safe distance. Now this junction we don't need to worry about blocking. It's only an exit from, because no one can turn into from the opposite side of the road. And again on this road, you know, it being 40, do what's safe. If you can reach up to 40 and it's safe to do so, do it. It's what's expected, you know, it's keeping the flow of traffic, that's what's expected. And again, the road's going to split into 2. Mirror signal over, because again you're changing lanes. Tell people what you're doing. Notice the sign, we're going to split again. Where am I going? Mirror signal. New speed. Notice the change of the traffic lights. It's planning ahead, seeing that, not just the fact, oh, I've got to stop, but the fact that actually the light changed, so as I stop I will be going again. It's knowing that and then being ready for it. Don't be so fixated on the immediate, what is straight in front of me. Hazard on the left there, the workmen doing their bushes. What if they were to fall off a ladder into the road? Always the what if, what if, what if. Van on the path there. Now driving through Cheriton, if you know the area well, you'll know that the person in the road, case in point, Cheriton can be a hotspot for hazards. Lots of side roads, people that like to walk out on the road. So eyes peeled always as you drive through Cheriton, looking out for hazards. You know, we mark them in the red circle, so you know we'll clearly mark them for you on these videos, but when you're out driving on your own, it really is a case of scanning left to right, what's going on in the distance, cars waiting to pull out of junctions, being ready in case they pull out in front of you. It happens. Car turning, being ready to slow down, give it room to turn in. Here we go, see, the car's stopping, van pulling out. It's just giving space and time for people to do these things. And actually being patient with it, you know, it's no bother at the end of the day, because you can just slow down, give it room and time, and then be on your way once traffic clears. Notice the lights were red as that was happening. I don't know if you saw that. Hence the slight delay to get going. It wasn't just the van pulling out. Again, it's that eagle eye. I'm going to look at everything up ahead. Man getting in his car. Was it a woman? Couldn't quite tell. Not for any other reason than just in that moment of driving past. Get mirror signal into the lane. Where am I going? Am I going to tell people? Taxi parked very silly, blocking the whole path.
And these are the sorts of things that you know, as a driver, you've got to be really paying attention to, but it doesn't really help pedestrians, particularly if there's a pushchair, wheelchair trying to get through. It doesn't really help the traffic either. This is a busy route as well, going this way, and this could be a route on test. There's a couple of schools up this way. It's also a major route down to the seafront, down to Sandgate. So again, could be a busy route for you, as well as it being tight in places. So being vigilant, you know, you are on priority at the moment if cars are coming towards you and it's a bit tight, but they could all change. He says, knowing that it will change, and here we go. So all clear up ahead. But as you come round that bend, be prepared, because there is household waste site up here and you could be faced with massive lorries. So be prepared. Notice all the brake lights, everyone's slowing, people turning. That's great, we just eased off, allowed all that to happen, and off we go. Mirror checks are good there as well, you know, you've eased off, had to let things slow down. Okay, as we turn in here, mirror signal always, but it's a tight corner. Now, cars on your side, look at your view. Absolutely blocked to the high heavens. So it was a good idea just to pause there for a moment, give it a sec just to make sure, and then gently off we go. It is a bus route too. Yes, a bus route. Double deckers come up here. So coming around that corner, tight view, give it a moment. Don't rush round these tight bends. Steep hills too, so man, just give it a moment. You know, and there's nothing stopping people parking on the bends like that as well, so you just don't know what you're going to come up to as you come around these corners on these hills. Also, if you know the area well and you've been learning with us or other instructors, you know you've been doing hill starts around here, so you'll know it. We do love our Golden Valley. Pedestrian walking out, give them a moment to cross. Not paying attention. I really don't like it when people walk with their heads in their phones. I plead with you all not to do that. Pay attention to your surroundings. As much as you do it with driving, do it walking. It will save your life one day, I promise you. When you're going through residential areas like this, it is very much a case of just cruising at a nice speed, maybe 20 to 25, maybe not 20 if it's nice and clear, 25 to 30. Hi Andy, Anticipate Driving School, it's a good driving school. Andy used to work with us, he trained with us, he's a great guy. So look up Anticipate, little shout out there. Yeah, if you're through residential, 25 to 30, if it's even tighter, down to 20. Just take it slow and steady, good observations. Right, nice giveaway here. As before, any other junction, mirror signal, good observations. Now along here, Shorncliffe Road, you could be asked to pull up on the left here. Lots of parking bays that have white solid lines over driveways, so take your time if you do. The examiner's not trying to trick you out, it's just about taking your time. Find a space that is empty, no white line, no driveway. Don't rush it. I noticed there we had to stop for the person that pushed their way through. It's, you know, one of those things, it just happens. They were committed and coming through. Could they have stopped? Possibly. There's no need to get angry or upset about it. We'll just keep relaxed, keep calm and carry on. Simple as that. Mirror checks as it happens though, yeah? Keep those mirror checks up. Always keep those mirror checks up. Same zebra crossing, we can see there's no one there, but do a little mirror check. What's behind me? Is there anyone? Is it the same person that's been following me the whole time? If they've been following you the whole time, maybe you want to watch out for that. Watch that cycle box there. That red bit of tarmac. You want to make sure you don't get in that. There's space for cyclists to get out in front of you. Now with all traffic lights, as you get going there, it's particularly that one, it's a good idea just to be checking left and right. Anything coming, anything breaking through the red light. Sometimes you get a cyclist that decides to ignore the red light. Cyclists are supposed to obey the red lights just as much as a motorist, but they don't always do that. So always a good idea, even though it's your priority at a green light, just double check, make sure nothing's running a red light. Keep safe. And some more temporary traffic lights. Now at the time of videoing this, obviously they were there, they're not there anymore, but at any temporary lights it's just important. Take note of the signs. When you set off from the lights, check your right mirror, make sure nothing's trying to overtake you. Cyclist, moped, motorcyclist, those sorts of things might try and come round you. That being said, any impatient driver, particularly if you're a learner, unfortunately, you know, you still get the impatient drivers when you're a learner. Now, fortunately, around Folkestone, it doesn't seem to happen often, which is, well, in my experience, it hasn't happened often, which is really nice. Other instructors may disagree, but I've not experienced many angry drivers, so thank you, Folkestone, for being patient with our learners. However, there have been loads of roadworks recently, and that is a pain. So back into Earls Avenue. As you might have guessed, we are heading back to the test centre. Quite an easy route, really. It's just about keeping an eye through Cheriton, through the residential areas, Blackbull. The tricky bit really that catches a lot of people out on this route is the roundabout on Park Farm. Getting in that right hand lane to go straight over, that catches a lot of people out on this route. Reading those signs and those road markings, like if you stay on top of that, you'll be fine. Notice the car there trying to come out, it doesn't seem to care, he's just pulling out. And back in, and then you'll turn left into Pouting Way into the test centre. And that's us done on this route. So thank you for driving with us. Another session with Let's Drive.